Hi guys, in this video I'm going to explain you how to do the neon effect so we can continue with the second part of the neon drawings we started on the previous lesson. I left you a video on layer styles. If you haven't watched it, please do so before you start this assignment. Now, if you already watched the video, they explain us what are layer styles and how they are used. And these are basically special effects that we can add to all the layers here in Photoshop. And the combinations of these 10 layer styles are endless, and the results can be some pretty interesting stuff like this. They are mostly used in a text. Those are the things that we are going to do next lesson. We will learn how to put text here in Photoshop and how to add some really cool layer styles, okay? So let's get started. I have here, this is the file that we created on the previous lesson where we did only the strokes, right? We used the pen tool to create the strokes. These are shapes. And the result will be something like this. Okay, the neon effect is actually pretty simple if we identified how is it made of. And I'm going to do some zoom here so that you can see that we have some white strokes. And surrounded that white stroke, we have another stroke, which is the color one. And around that, we have another glow. Now, just by telling those names, you can tell that those are the names of layer styles, right? So we need to add a stroke and we need to add an outer glow. Types of these, they have some patterns overlay, they have gradients overlay, they have stroke. Now that you know what the layer styles are, whenever you see an effect like this, you can tell what they are made of or what they are using. The result should be just only the experimentation on the values with those layer styles, okay? So let's get started with the neon effect. The first thing that you need to have is a black background. You can fill a layer with the paint bucket or just add a new adjustment layer of solid color, okay? I locked this one, and the image that you use as a reference, you can delete that one. We will not use that anymore. And with my move tool, I am going to select all my shapes at once, okay? Because I have to make sure that they all have the same properties. I will press U to activate my shape tool, and over here on the options, we have to make sure that we remove the fill, the stroke is white, and the size is 4 pixels, okay? That is very important. And over here on the stroke properties, we will change the caps to rounded and the corners rounded as well. So the ends of my lines are rounded, okay? Now that we have done that, we will choose one shape to apply the layer style to, the neon effect, and then we are going to copy the layer style to the rest of our shapes. So we can do double click here on our layer for the layer style box appears, or we can click here, stroke, so the same layer style box opens, okay? Now, here we have the size of the stroke, the fill, and all that. Let's see the properties that we are going to set. We need to have a stroke of 3 pixels, okay? That is the size. The position should be outside, blend mode screen, opacity 100%, and you will choose the color of your like. Now, these colors need to be neon colors, okay? Don't use dark colors because that won't work. They have to be vibrant colors. And then I will click OK. The second thing that we need is an outer glow. So I will click here in the outer glow, and I will set these properties. The blend mode should be lighter color. The opacity is 75%. We will put 0 in the noise. This is a solid color, and this is the same color of the stroke. So here on the stroke, I will click in the color, and I'm going to copy the code so I can paste it here on the outer glow color, okay? I will click OK. The spread is 15, size 30 pixels. You have these images as a reference on my site. And once you're done, you just click OK. This is the neon effect. What we are going to do next is pretty simple. We are going to copy that layer style, choose a second object, and paste the layer style. Okay? Now that I've pasted that layer style, I can double click on the effects button to change the color of that other line. Okay? For this one, I will choose a green one. I will copy the color. I will activate the outer glow, change the color. I just need to paste it, click OK, and that's it. This is the process that you're going to repeat for all the lines here in your work. As you can see, mine has purple, blue, green, orange, etc. And one last thing that I added was my name. I did this with the pen tool as well and put a neon effect. And I also added this cool background, like brick style wall that I found, and changed the blending mode to hard light, so it got combined with my black background better. Okay, I also reduced the fill a little bit so we can have that cool texture. This is totally optional, and this is the neon effect. Okay, once you're done, remember to save it as a JPEG, and this is what you are going to upload on the assignment.